Good morning, dear students. Hope you are all doing good and you are all safe in your home. Today we will start with a new chapter, fiber to fabric. Today we will start with a new chapter, fiber to fabric. So previously we have completed nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals. Hope you have already written the notes and your exercises. So let us start the third chapter, fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. What is meant by fiber? What is meant by fiber? From where we can get these fibers? In the previous classes we have studied that what are natural fibers? What are natural fibers? So natural fibers are the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. For example, in plants, so we extract cotton. We extract cotton, jute from the jute plant, cotton from the cotton plant. Those are examples for the plant fibers. We will prepare the cotton cloth or jute cloth. Jute, so slippers, the handbags we have seen. Okay, those are extracted from the plants. In the same way, in the natural fibers, animal fibers also comes. Animal fibers means the fibers which are obtained from animals. For example, wool we get from sheep. Commonly, we know that wool we can get from sheep. These are the fibers. Wool fibers we get from sheep, and silk fibers we get from the silkworm. Isn't it? We read the silkworm in order to get the silk fibers from it. So, from where does this wool come from? Does only goat and sheep yield the wool? No. There are different types of animals are there from which we can get the wool. They are sheep, goat, yak, camel. Sheep, goat, yak, camel, these are some of the animals from where we can get the wool. Okay. So in Himalayan regions where the yaks are plenty, so there they will extract the wool from yak, and in desert areas so they extract wool from the camel, like that. So different animals which eats the wool. So and why these animals have lots of hair on their body? Why the animals have lots of hairs on their body? Because it is a good cut. It provides the warmth. It provides the warmth to their body whenever cold conditions are there. Okay, so they have to live outside. They have to expose to wear and tear of the atmosphere. Okay, so they have to resist from the cold, rain, isn't it? So in order to prevent cold, in order to keep their body in a warm condition, they have a lot of hair on their body. Okay, so the sheep have two types of hair on their body. Sheep have two types of, almost all the animals have two types of hairs on their body. So one is the coarse bare hair, rough hair present outside the body, which are very long. So sheep have the coarse bare hair on the body, and then behind that, this is the coarse bare hair on the body. So behind that, fine hair which is attached to the skin of an animal, the fine hair which is attached to the skin of the animal is called as the fine hair. The coarse hair which is present outside the body, that is called as a coarse bare hair, and the fine hair which is attached just above the skin, that is called as the fine hair. So these sheep, okay, so now it is for the commercial purpose. Sheep are used as a meat, for a food purpose, and the wool is that is extracted. Wool is produced by the sheep. So this is a commercial. Become commercial. So selective breeding is done in order to get. So this is very costly. The sheep which bears this fine hair, very healthy fine hairs. So this have a more commercial. So use. That's why. So those type of sheep, hybrid sheep, are breeded purposefully. In order to get plenty of fine hair. The animals which the parent quality fine hairs will be chosen and they will be mated, and so the progeny or the child is given birth. So that process is called as selective breeding. In order to get the fine hair, healthy fine hair progeny or the baby sheep, so the two parent sheeps are so purposefully selected which have a fine hair. So and those are mated, and so the progeny or the child baby, that is the baby sheep which is born. Okay, so that will definitely contain fine healthy hair, isn't it? So that's why the selective breeding is done by the sheep owners. So the parents are selectively breeded to get the very good quality progeny or the baby sheep. So the sheep wool, yak wool, we can get in Tibet and Ladakh. Good quality sheep wool and yak wool are produced by very much plenty in Tibet and Ladakh. And mohair is the special type of mohair is a special type of wool we get from the Angora goats. Mohair is the special type of wool we got from the Angora goats, which are rare in the Jammu and Kashmir. And also Kashmiri goat wool is also famous. Kashmiri goat wool is also famous for its softness. So because fine shawls are obtained from this type of goats, so that shawls are very costly and they are called as pashmina shawls. So these are different. In the textbook, in the table they have given so different breeds of sheep and goats which yield good quality of wools. Okay. So in the same way, camel fur, the hairs on the camel, so that provides the wool. That also provides the wool. And another important breeds are llama and alpaca. So these are the breeds of camel which are present in South America, which yields good quality wool. And how to make from fibers to wool? How fibers are extracted from this wool? How the fibers are extracted from this wool? Okay, and how it is made? Fibers are extracted, so and how it is made into wool and how it is made into fabric. So first we will see how these fibers are extracted and how it is made into the wool. How it is made into wool. So first, rearing and breeding of sheep. Rearing is done. In order to get the good quality wool, first we have to rear the good quality animals, isn't it? First we have to rear it properly, we have to feed it properly, we have to make a good shelter for the animals in order to prevent the infections, diseases, etc. Isn't it? So rearing is very much important in order to, so when we give the healthy food, they will give definitely the healthy hairs, healthy wool, isn't it? So like that, rearing and breeding of the sheep is very much important process. So through that we will get the good quality wool. Okay. So what these animals are feeded? What are all the items these animals are feeded? So these shepherds which they rear these sheep, so they have to create a good atmosphere for the animals first. They have to create a good atmosphere, good shelter, good sheds for these animals, and they have to give good food like leaves, pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes. Oil cakes means the fibers which are remained after the extraction of oil from the seeds. Okay, once the seed is converted into oil, the remaining that is fibers which we get, remaining waste that we get, that is made into oil cakes, that can be given as a fodder for these animals. And some minerals, so they are all feeded to the sheep in order to give a good wool. Okay, so these are in this way, and so we have to keep them clean. We have to keep them clean. The atmosphere which is present, the shed which is provided for the animals, that should be clean and tidy in order to prevent the diseases and infections. Okay, so these are all some steps we have to take in the rearing and breeding of the sheep. Breeding, I already told, selective breeding is done. So where the healthy parents and so good quality wool bearing parents are mated, and so the good quality progeny or the child should be so breeded in order to get the good quality of sheep. So then during this conversion of fibers to wool or yarn, several process has to take place. First process is shearing. What is meant by shearing? Once the hairs of the that is sheep are grown, or the fleece of the sheep, it is also called as the fleece of the sheep. So once the hairs grown, it should be removed properly. So usually, whatever the instruments, tools are used by the barber, so those instruments or the tools are used to shear the body of the sheep. Means cutting of the hair. Is done. So the fleece of the sheep is removed, or the hairs of the sheep is removed by the process called shearing. So next step is scoring. In the second step, after the sheared hair is collected, and then again it is sheared to get the fine hair. If the sheep bears the fine hairs, so that is separately collected, because that is very good quality wool. So apart from this, coarse beared hair. Okay. So during this scoring, a big tanks are made, and the sheared hairs are put, and it is washed properly. By water, and so then that process is called as scoring. That is washing and cleaning of this sheared hair of the sheep is called as scoring. Okay. So in the next step, sorting is done. During this scoring, so after washing, it is dried properly. The hairs are washed and dried properly. And then sorting is done. Sorting means separating. Sorting here, so different textures of the wool. Different textures means fine hairs are there, coarse beared hairs are there. Like this, different textured hairs are there. Those are separated in order to get the different quality of the wools. They are all separated or sorted. Sorting is done to get the different textures of the wool. To separate the different textures. Next, so the burrs. What do you mean by burr? Okay, what do you mean by burr? The small fibers which we get on the sweaters, isn't it? The small, round, woolly structure which we get on sweaters, those are called as burrs. Those types of burrs are present plenty. So that are all removed. Okay, the waste burrs are removed. That is small round woolly structures, so that are present, that are all removed, and again it is scored if necessary. Means again it is washed, dried, and then the fibers are taken from that, finely washed and dried. That is the fibers. Okay, fine fibers are separated. Next, that fibers are that is dyed. Dyeing means coloring. Dyeing is nothing but coloring. So that fibers are dyed properly. Usually the basic colors are black, brown and white. The hairs are usually in the natural colors like black, brown and white. We can get different colors by dyeing or coloring coloring the fibers. And in the last step, what we do? Combing it properly. It made into straightened fibers. yarn, darada unde. Okay, so from these fibers we will, by combing and rolling, we will prepare a yarn. From these yarn, the fabric is produced. From these yarn, darada unde inda ಬಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ತಯಾರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, from this yarn, so they will, so by spinning, weaving, knitting processes, they prepare the cloth or the fabrics. Okay, these are the different steps followed in order to convert so the fibers into, so that is yarn, fiber to yarn. First process is shearing, scoring, sorting, and burrs are removed. Again, if necessary, scored and then so dried, and then dyeing process is done, or coloring process is done, and then next combing, rolling is done to prepare the yarn. And from this yarn, okay, from this yarn they will, so by the process called spinning, weaving, knitting, they will prepare the fabric. So these are about the introduction to fiber to fabric. The first class about the fiber to fabric. Hope you are all understood. Thank you, dear students. In the next class, so we will continue the chapter. Okay. So thank you so much. So read the textbook properly.